Good evening to the members of the media. Yeah, the same, eh? You can say the same. I think close to cardiac arrest. Gallant display from our side. Continuously having to come back. You start already on the back foot if you concede a throw in, and then you don't overload, and you know Bidvest Wits are well coached with standard situations. You don't overload the throw in, and then you are a little bit open from the flick on, and Zukamanja is on his right foot, and you commit the foul on the edge of the box. You know, he's not even on his left foot; he's on his right foot, and then they take the lead. And then you've got to chase the game after that, and it's not always the easiest thing to do against a very good side. But good character, good performance, very dominant on the ball, very purposeful in possession, and I think well-deserved equalizer, well taken from Mabasa, and then it was 1-1. But then you go into the second half, and like Coach Kevin also says, a little bit too open, too open. A bit too unstructured, too many second balls on both halves of the field, and on one side they fall for the opposition team, and the other side they fall for the attacking team, and that's not what you want when you defend. So yeah. Now, what do you say? When you score 3 goals, you must win a football match for sure. So disappointed that we score 3 goals and we on the losing end. Yeah, before the FIFA break, we had that challenge. We had the challenge of conceding a lot of goals and not scoring. And we focused a little bit on our offensive schemes and trying to find a little bit more balance, and we stabilized things. We came back to Amazulu. We played a 0-0 draw, kept a clean sheet against Golden Arrows. So disappointing that again we let the floodgates open, But I fully agree, It's not about look, what you do in attack will definitely have a consequence in your defensive phase. And if you don't look after the ball well enough, if you don't secure possession, and structurally, when you have possession, you want to play free and open, then you're going to defend free and open and without the right sort of balance. So, yeah, it's something we've worked on, and we're disappointed. But, part of that disappointment is not also to forget about the bravery and how gallant the Orlando Pirates players were, and you got to give them credit, because in the past, that Orlando Pirates previous squads, they crumble, they go 1-0 down, crumble, it's 2-0, it's 3-0, it's 4-0, but this one goes 1-0 down, tries to find the equalizer, they go 2-1 down, tries to find the equalizer, 4-2 down with 10 minutes to go, still try to stay in the game. So you need to give credit to the boys for their fighting spirit and for the mentality. But of course, we're disappointed we didn't win the game. But you need to credit the players, and this coaching job is a lonely job. So I'm very quickly starting to learn that, and to understand that when it's right and the wins come, we get it right, the coaches. When it's wrong and the defeat comes, we get it wrong as coaches. But we've got to learn from that and quickly learn from it and move on. It's learning curves, but we improve and we get better.
Well, it's always quite disappointing to lose as a Buccaneer. I think the Buccaneers always demand good results in all cases, but it's disappointing, but you can't take away all the positives that the team has shown think the guys showed character, and to fight, to go a goal down, come back, equalize 2-1 for 2, like the coaches said. We gotta take the positives and work on them in the next games.
I can't control that. I can't control people's beliefs. I can't control people's perceptions. I focus on trying to be a better coach every single day. The group knows that. The group knows how hard I work. The club knows how hard I work, and that's the only thing that I can control. What people believe, what people say, I can't control, and I have no intention to control. In fact, to be honest, what I know is the reception and the love and the affection that I feel towards the club and the brand is very, very strong, and it goes years into and deep into the years. And the love and affection that I feel from the supporters is also very strong. So for me, is to focus on just always trying to be a better coach, and that's the most important thing for me. I've got another, I don't know, 20, 30, I don't know, Kevin was talking about 40 years of coaching. Can you imagine if I get to 40 years of coaching, what will happen, you know? So mine is just to every single day put in the work and make sure that I serve this club with the dignity that it deserves, and let everything else take its course. Not necessarily. I mean, if you talk about the previous match, you talk about Chippa, and you talk about this match, you talk about Bidvest Wits. Two completely different playing styles, two completely different scenarios, you know. So, of course, we try to adapt to the teams that we play against, and we try to go into the match as well prepared as possible to give ourselves a chance to win the football match. I think if we play like this 9 times out of 10, we probably will win the match, you know. If you play the way we played today, 9 times out of 10 with the same standard of performance, 9 times out of 10 we should win the match. But it's work in progress. We're integrating a lot of new players. We've changed structure slightly from what we played the previous 2 seasons. So we just keep working and trying to make sure. There's 72 points left to play for. You know, there's 72 points left to play for. So we will continue to fight and continue to make sure that we gather as many points as possible.
I think for me, it's always an honor to play for the Buccaneers, where they're the black and white colors and represent the team with dignity and pride. It's disappointing when you play in games like this and you lose, and against a team like Bidvest Wits United. But then, in everything, the coach always tells us it's all about the perspective. You can look at it in another way, but when I look at it in my pair of spectacles, that's how I always break down the perspective. We hadn't lost in the past 4 games. Yes, someone might say we haven't won, but we hadn't lost in the past 4 games, which is a positive. But then, well, we lost today. It's disappointing, but we have to soldier on and remind ourselves that we're still a good team. It's not about me, it's about the whole team. And for me, I come here to contribute in whatever the team has been working on.